One morning, Percy was at the junction, and James was cross. "Late again, Percy. You branch line engines are getting worse," said James crossly. Just then, Daisy arrived. "Listen, James, us branch line engines have to run a schedule, and just because yous are getting too old and too slow, don't rush us to be early," said Daisy. This made James cross, and Percy laughed. Later that day in the sheds, Daisy was still cross. "I wouldn't let them speak to me like that." "You can't argue with them, Daisy. Those mainline engines are just bossy boilers," said Percy. "And the mainland trains are the most important trains on Sodor, and they must be right on time," said Toby. "Right on time? I'll show them right on time." "What are you up to, Daisy?" said Toby. "Who? Me? I'm up to nothing," said Daisy. The next morning, Daisy was at Tidmouth Station, and she was making a plan. "Now, driver, as you know, today we must cut onto the main line at the junction. The Fat Controller's orders." Okay," said Daisy's driver. "I'll show that James. He will look silly. Let's hope I get to the junction before him." And as soon as the passengers boarded, Daisy set off. "I should get to the junction before James. I am faster than Toby, Thomas, and Percy." James wasn't at the junction, and Daisy took the points and went down the main line. "Hoo-hoo, so far so good." Just then, James arrived at the junction. "Oh, for goodness sake, Daisy's late now as well," he said crossly. When Daisy got to Walesworth Station, she saw coaches in front of her. "Oh my, driver, we must go up the other track." "We can't do that, Daisy. Just say someone's coming down it. It'll be too dangerous." "Oh, now we're going to have to wait." Oh my, Daisy. I was expecting James. Never mind, you'll do. Doc was supposed to take this train, but he is stuck in a siding and the points won't change. So there's no other engine available, so could you push these coaches to Knapford Station, please? It would be well appreciated, because we can't keep the passengers late, he said. No, said Daisy. I beg your pardon, said the station master. Oh no, it's not no, I won't do it. It's no, I can't do it. Well, what do you mean you can't do it? There are only 2 coaches, said the station master. Unfortunately, 2 coaches is even too much for me. I can't push anything, or pull anything. It is bad for my swerves. Oh, the first I've heard of it, said Boco. Are you sure you're not telling fibs, Daisy? Fibs? Just then, Toby arrived. Toby was surprised. Oh, Daisy, what are you doing here? Toby, you're not going to Knapford Station by any chance? Yes, Daisy, I am. Why? You couldn't take these coaches to Knapford Station for me? I'd be very grateful, Toby. Well, I would, if I could, but these coaches are way too heavy for me, said Toby. Then some of the passengers came out. Come on, Daisy, we really need to get to Knapford Station. Please, Daisy. Oh, listen, I just can't. Pulling or pushing anything is bad for my swerves. Toby and Boco laughed.
See you later, Toby. I have to go too, Daisy. I would never let my passengers late.
And Toby set off.
Right, Daisy, come on, said her driver. There is no reason why you can't push these coaches. You're just being lazy.
I'm not being lazy, said Daisy crossly.
And there is no reason why you can't pull things either. These are all just excuses so you can get easy work, said Daisy's driver sternly.
Come on, Daisy, please, we're desperate, said the passengers. But Daisy refused to move.
My,
said one of the passengers,
Daisy really is pathetic, isn't she?
I never... Pathetic? How dare you! Oh, you've worn me out! Hooray! Shouted the passengers. And Daisy went behind the coaches and pushed them to Knapford station. Meanwhile, James was still waiting at the junction. Where's Daisy? I've been waiting 20 minutes, he said crossly. Thomas, Percy and Toby have never been as late as this before. This is ridiculous. Hello there, James. Daisy was already here. Should have went down the mainline just before you arrived, said Douglas. Why didn't you tell me? I've been sitting here like an imbecile. Why didn't ask me? Said Douglas. And meanwhile Daisy pushed the coaches to Knapford station.
Hooray! You made it in one piece, said Toby. Daisy, I've just had the Walesworth station master on the phone. What is going on? And to make matters worse, why are you here instead of James? Said the fast controller crossly. I just wanted to teach James a lesson. Oh, sir, please don't shout at me. I feel terribly ill. Oh, my. Oh, Daisy, whatever is the matter? I've just had to push these heavy coaches, and it has made me terribly ill. Maybe a few days' rest in the sheds would make me feel better. I can't push things or pull things. If a few days' rest in the sheds is what you need, Daisy, then that is okay. Oh, sir, you really don't mind? Thank you ever so much. And the junction is near finished, so you shouldn't have much more trouble with the mainline engines. Wow, Daisy, this proves that you really can't pull or push, said the fat controller. I thought you always used to say that as an excuse for laziness. Oh, certainly not. I'm the most hard-working branch line engine, and so are. Well, bust my buffers, said Toby. I've heard it all now. In another couple of days, sir, I will be back to my normal self. So Daisy went back to the sheds. That proves that I can do just what work I choose, and no pull or push.